Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're going to drink a beer from Neustadt. This is Neustadt Brewing Company's in Neustadt Springs, Ontario. They're 456 Marzen Lager. Now, I've had a couple beers from them. I've had their Scotch Ale, didn't like it. I had their Pale Ale, not a bad beer. And I had their 10W30, which is a fucking awesome beer, for myself at least, with some awesome art. Email newstadtsprings@aol.com. You know what? Don't even email that email, because you'll get back not accepted, or email is full, or this or that. I've emailed that email for, how long have I been doing this now? I've been doing this for 5 years. I've emailed that email from my work account, my review account, and my personal account at least 6 times a year, and every one of them bounces back. I've emailed it from other people's computers, and they bounce back like their addresses, because, you know, sometimes at some points I was like, maybe they just blocked anything with my name in it. So yeah, their email does not go through. It's never gone through any time I've tried, so just save your time. 5.5% alcohol by volume. Craft beer with only the finest natural ingredients and our own pure spring water. This was an international award winner in 2013 in the U.S. Beer Championships. It was a silver medalist. The only thing I can say about this brewery is, if you get the chance to tour them, go and take that tour, because, well, they are probably the only brewery in Ontario that I can think of. I'm almost positive they're the only brewery in Ontario that I can think of, and one of only 2 or 3 breweries I can think of off the top of my head that actually have the old caverns underneath that they would use both in Prohibition to hide beer, and in the days before refrigeration to cool beer. So it makes it a very intriguing... I just spilled beer on my movie stack. See, I have a movie stack here to try and... I gotta get something better, but I didn't have anything, and it's not up high enough. Apparently 6 DVDs is not high enough for the camera. Anyway. So yeah, when this decided to spew when I opened it, which makes me think it may have some infection, because I did spin it around a couple times and all that, but spinning it around may have made it pop, but it shouldn't have made it do this. It's a Marzen, guys. It's a Marzen. That should not happen. But how old is this Marzen? I mean, I just found it on the LCBO shelf, but that doesn't mean anything since it's the LCBO. There's no date on the can, guys. Guys, you gotta date your can. Ooh, it's a Crown Holdings beer can. Awesome. So you guys were not affected by the strike as much as some people, I guess, since this is a new can design. Okay, so huge head, slight haze, golden colored. That head is gigantic. That's like Duvel head. And there's no snap, crackle, pop going on. It's just there. Smell. This Marzen is kind of Pilsner-esque on the scent. Pilsner-esque and ice beer mixed together. I mean, you're getting that like grassy, spicy back note, as well as a very super sweet, almost like cotton candy front note. I don't even want to drink this out of the glass because of the head. Like, look at that, it's still there. Okay, we'll give it a sip or 2 out of the can. If the head dies down, we'll sip it out of the glass and see how that goes. I'll probably like it out of the can better, because I don't like that smell. Well, I can say the face probably tells you everything you need to know about that. Carbonation is harsh. High carbonation. After that, it kind of is a mixed bag. I mean, it tastes like low-end, almost wood alcohol, and like homemade hooch almost alcohol, and very Pilsner-esque on the back end. I mean, you get that very grassy, very leafy, very earthy hoppiness on the back. So I mean, it does have that Germanic taste on the back end, but the front end is just super sweet and harsh and just not nice. Let's give it a sip out of the glass now that the head's died down. Yeah, no. I like 10W30. I like their Scotch Ale. Well, I don't like their Scotch Ale, sorry. Their Pale Ale was okay. I really don't like this. They had another lager at one point that wasn't a Marzen. It was like just a light lager. And I wonder if this is it kind of rebranded. If so, you might want to go back to the old way you did it, because this just, it's not good. There's probably a lot of people that enjoy it. There's not that many breweries around Neustadt, so they probably have a good following. Am I going to be a follower for this beer? No. Will I buy 10W30 again if I see it? Of course, I love that beer. This, I don't want. Oh, it's so gassy too. At least the burp doesn't taste bad. I mean, I'll give it that. No real brewing faults, so I thought it was an infection, but there's no butteriness, there's no green apple, there's no sourness, there's nothing that would give off, there's no under attenuated malt, there's nothing that would make me think that it was a brewing fault. It's just not a beer that I enjoy. Out of 10 on it, I'll give it a 1.5, because I can stomach it a little bit. I just don't care to drink it. So this is my second under 2 review in January, and we're only 5 days in. That's not looking good for my outlook for the rest of January. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Neustadt 456 Marzen Lager. Try it. You might really like it. I may have just had a bad can, but I don't like relying on the bad can idea, because cans, well, most beer spoils a lot less than you're led to believe. It does spoil, but it doesn't spoil as often as a lot of people like to use spoiled beer as an excuse for. I just don't think it's a beer I like. You might love it, and that's perfectly fine. I don't. Thank you, guys. Bye.